So it's been a while since I have shot a video, posted anything online. The reason for that, a week ago from this past Sunday, I lost my dad. He had a heart attack and he passed before they got him to the hospital, but just a big thank you to all the EMTs and the fire guys from Greenbelt who got there. I was not there. My mom told me that you guys worked on him for 20 to 25 minutes trying to get his heart going, and I cannot thank you enough. The doctors at Doctors Hospital that worked on him and that took care of my mom as well, the people at Advent Funeral Home have been absolutely amazing, and they have taken very good care of my family. But it's been a while since I posted anything. I haven't really felt like talking too much. I've just kept myself busy and just trying to do stuff to keep my mom going and keep her spirits up. But tonight when I was driving home and listening to the news and you see all the craziness that's going on in the world with this COVID-19 virus, I have had time to do a lot of thinking for the last week and a half, and it's been hard for me, to say the least, not just struggling with my dad's passing, but between being at my mom's house, not being home with the kids. They're asking a lot of questions, so it's been a struggle doing that. I did teach my class last Tuesday night, which the kids that I have in my class, or shouldn't say kids, the young adults that I have in my class, they are just an amazing group of folks. One of my buddies from Arlington stepped up and taught the class for me. Tuesday night, I was in the classroom, kind of did the lead in. She did her class, talked about her career, all the things that she's done, what she's doing now, and just knocked it out of the park. I got rave reviews from the kids about that, but to say that she really went above and beyond to step in and do that for me. I would have never made it through the class, to be honest. I spoke to them at the very end for like the last 10 minutes and broke down. It was very, very hard, but all those, for the people that, and I know I see it a lot in my field, the older folks that talk about the millennials and the young people and all that, and they just don't get it. I tell you that the 17 folks that I have in my class, they all reached out to me. They all sent me emails. They each one by one in the Zoom classroom talked to me, and that, knowing that I was going to teach that class, really, it helped me out a lot. I ran my group Thursday night. Again, it was more for me to kind of, I guess, keep normalcy in my life to a point, and that really helped out immensely. And those folks, again, in there, all of them reached out to me. On social media, I've had people from all over the world, and that has just blown my mind. People from Europe, from Australia, from Africa, from Canada, South America, the Philippines. It's across the United States. People that have reached out to me that, I guess, either things that I've posted online or seeing me speak somewhere in there, I've done something, I guess, to kind of either motivate them or make them smile or make them see some hope in everything they're going through, I guess. I don't know. But they've done that for me. Seeing the way that everybody's reached out to me, and I've had a handful of folks, Annie, Ian, Nikki, Lauren, and I'm blanking now, but just several people have really, Gretchen, my chief, folks at work that have reached out to me day in and day out just to say, hey, how you doing? it's blown my mind. And I cannot thank each and every one of them enough for checking on me. Stephanie, one thing, I've been very absent-minded this week, trying to do everything and remember all the stuff that I need to be doing, and I felt guilty about not being at work and not getting stuff done there. And while people from work have said, don't worry about it, take your time, do what you need, that's just me, I guess. I have a drive to do the best that I can do in everything that I do. And I felt guilty about not being at work. I felt guilty about not being at home. And then when I'm not with my mom, I felt guilty about that. And I think we all go through that. It's very hard in this lifetime to kind of be everywhere that you think you need to be and doing everything for all the people that you need to do. But I will say, over the last several months while this COVID thing's going on, this week and a few days have really, I've had a lot of clarity and a lot of thinking, and it's given me time, whether it was somebody telling me, you need to take a break and slow down, whatever the reason is, being home and trying to do the stuff I've been doing the last week and a half that's outside of my regular things, it's given me a lot of perspective on stuff, and I think that's something that we all need to do. This whole virus around the world has slowed down life to almost a screeching halt for most of us. Be thankful for what you have. Stop while you have this time. Take a look around at all that you have. Your loved ones, the roof over your head, the food on your table, the people that are in your life that maybe you haven't had a chance to reach out to and talk to, that now you're having that opportunity. One of the examples I've gotten this week is people that live around my mom that she doesn't necessarily know, that have left food, that have left cards, little notes. One little girl made a bag of candy for her and left it on the porch and told her the Easter Bunny had made it for her because she wanted her to feel better. Most of us adults wouldn't have thought to do something that simple. So, take this time that we have where we're either stuck at home or our jobs have had us teleworking or whatever it may be, whatever's slowing you down from your regular everyday pace of life to get up, go to work, rush home, try and knock out as much as you can and get to bed and start all over again. Take this time to reflect on where you're at. Look at what your goals are. Look at where you are. Look at everything that you have to be feeling blessed for. We're very fortunate in this country. We have so much stuff, and I think in our everyday lives, we find it easy to complain about things that other people don't have. Things that we take for granted because of where we are and the great country that we live in. So just take a look, stop for a few minutes and take a look around you and be thankful. Tell the people around you how much you love them. Because you don't know how long you're going to have them there for. You don't know when you're going to get that call like I did a week ago. I was fortunate in that my dad reached out to me 3 days, I think it was 2 or 3 days before he passed. Most people don't get that. And I don't know if he did that because he knew, he had a feeling, whatever it may be, he did that. And he gave me a lot of closure and a lot of peace from a relationship that had been very rocky for a very, very long time. So I was very blessed to have that. If you are, there's people in your life that you have either had a rift with or been separated from, whatever, reach out to them while you have this time. Even if you have to be the humble one and, swallow your pride. You feel like they did something wrong to you. Who cares? Reach out and take the time to mend that bridge. You go on social media and you see all this negativity, and it's gotten a little better, in the last few weeks, but you still have people that post all this negativity about this country and about the leaders. And you know what? We have nothing, absolutely nothing to complain about in this country. We have got far more than majority of the people around the world. And instead of us complaining about every little thing, maybe it's time that we make a change in our lives. Instead of typing up all this negative stuff on your computers and putting it on social media, do something about it. If you don't like the way something is in your life, how are you going to get out of it? What are you going to do to better yourself? Stop worrying about every other person, about what they're doing or not doing, or how this person does it and this person does that. Worry about yourself. I've got to see a lot of ugly in the last week and a half. Whether it's in the stores, people complaining about stuff not being in stock, whether it's online, complaining about they can't get here, they can't get there, this store doesn't have this, how are we supposed to get along without these things? The folks that are working their ass off so that you're able to go to these stores. These nurses and doctors, first responders, they're working their asses off, putting themselves in the midst of all this stuff, at risk of getting sick, about bringing it home to their families, so that you're able to go and do the stuff that you do. I just left the store. They're closing the store. These people are stocking the shelves. They're staying late. They're coming in early. They are busting their butts so that we're able to come to the store and get the stuff that we need. These truck drivers that are out driving all night are doing what they're doing so that the rest of us can get food. Stop complaining. Look at all the good that is around you. And I know there are some people that legitimately they're in a bad situation. I get that. I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to the people that have houses, that have food, that have money, that are not worried about where their next paycheck is coming from, that they don't have those worries the rest of us, that some people do. And I can't even say the rest of us, because most of us don't have that. But look around you. Just take a minute and look around you at everything that you have. Because if you've got cable TV, if you've got a cell phone, if you've got food in your refrigerator, if you've got a bed to sleep in at night and a roof over your head and a car in your driveway, you're ahead of 99% of this world. It's time to start looking at what we have and how thankful we should be. And maybe that's one thing we can all take away from this, is that life has been slowed down for us so that we have to look at where we're at and what we're doing. And are we doing what we should be doing? Is that what we're here for? What's your mission? Everybody talks about we don't have enough time. I never have enough time. I can't do this. You got plenty of time now. Whether you wanted it or not, we all have plenty of time now. Reflect. Realize what is important to you. Stop worrying about the man or the woman next to you. Worry about you. Look in the mirror. Figure out what you need to do to get where you want to be. Stop holding grudges. Stop being bitter about stuff with people, because most of the time those people could care less, so they don't even know why you're angry at them. And a lot of this for me is coming because I lost my dad and I didn't get to talk to him as much as I wanted to. My 9-year-old said he wished he had spent more time with him and he didn't talk to him as much as he should have. He had no control over that, but he saw the importance of it. My dad wasn't a big talker. He wasn't a social guy, and he was not outgoing. He just wanted to sit in his chair at his house and watch his television or be online doing whatever he was doing, watching sports. But take this time now, and I've repeated myself a lot, but this is important. Stop complaining about your life and start doing something about it. I'm guilty of it. I've been guilty of it for years now. But this past week, in a few days, I've got to reflect, and I know where I need to go to get back on track and get my mission completed and get done what I need to do. Where I need my company to go, where I need to go in my regular job, where I need to go in my family life, where I need to go with just the people around me. I've realized how fortunate I am to have all the things that I have, and I've got way more than I deserve, I gotta tell you. Just seeing all those people that reached out from all over the place to some guy from Greenbelt that, for whatever reason. I know I've babbled on here long enough. I hope that I've somehow reached out to all those folks at some point during the last few years that I've had this company, Catalyst to Change, going. Whether it's my books or whatever it may be, something I posted online. I hope that my mission is to make an impact in people's lives by doing something as simple as telling my story, talking about my struggles, what's worked for me, what hasn't. And I hope I get the opportunity to continue to do that for another 30 years. Because every person that's reached out to me and has said, I don't know you, but I read this, or I saw this, or I saw this video of you, and it helped me. I hope I get the opportunity to do that and to hear those words for many, many, many more years to come. My uncle told me either Sunday night when my dad passed or Monday, I don't remember which day, but he called and he was talking to my mom, and he said, "You're really a great guy for doing all you're doing." And I'm not. I'm doing what any kid would do for their mom or their dad. At least what they should be doing for their mom or their dad. Be good people. The bottom line. If you're good to people and you treat people with respect, and you just be a good person. What you learned in kindergarten, if you follow those simple rules, treat people the way you want to be treated, you're going to go far in life. You're going to reach out to people that you'll never meet, but they saw something and you did something for them. So hopefully somebody seeing this that may have had a recent loss, maybe something that I said, something that I babbled about, whatever it is, maybe I reached out to somebody tonight. I hope I did in my class Tuesday, and I hope I did in my group on Thursday night. I hope the men and women that I have proudly served for 22 years with, whether it's the sheriff's office, the police department, fire, ECC, some of these nurses that I know, anybody, if I've done anything to to maybe make a little bit of a change for you, or put a smile on your face, or just help you realize that, you know, while things look tough, you're going to get through them. I hope I get to continue to do that. I will end this by saying thank you to everybody that is out there working. These people at this Walmart here, the nurses, my friend Christy that's up in Baltimore, posting all these pictures from, you know, where she's at working, and these stories, and I don't know how she does what she does every day. Annie out in California that's a nurse, and she's working two, 3 shifts and just going above and beyond. And every time she checks in on me, she tells me how much God loves me and how important I am and how much she cares about me. You know, Stephanie up in Canada, Ian in California, I mean, however I was able to cross paths with them on this journey in my life, I am beyond blessed. To all my brothers and sisters, whether you're military, fire, sheriff, you know, dispatchers, whatever you're out there doing, EMTs, God bless you for what you're doing. And your families for sharing you with the world and letting you go out and do this. Be safe. The truck drivers that are out all night long, the mail carriers that everybody forgets about, everybody that's out making it possible for those of us that are at home, that are out of work, to be able to get what we need to get. And to all the unsung heroes, these kids that are putting together these little care packages, the neighbors that are dropping off food to the people they know can't get out, you're the true heroes here. Keep doing what you're doing. Be good people. Take care of yourselves. And stop for just a minute and enjoy the fact that the world has slowed down. Take it all in. Even in this rain and wind that we're sitting in here in Virginia now, take it all in and realize just how blessed you are to have what you have. And if there's something you don't like in your life, do something about it. Don't complain. Take the steps to do something about it. Be safe. Thank you for listening. Hopefully we'll be back to the new normal in the coming weeks, and hopefully I'll get on a more regular schedule with doing this. And, you know, again, to everybody that's reached out to me over the last week and a half about my dad, thank you. I cannot tell you how much those simple words of "I'm sorry for your loss" have meant. The stories that you tell me about other folks, your parents that you've lost, your husbands, your wives, that you don't have to share that stuff with me, but the people that do, you don't even know the impact. So, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Take care of yourself. Be safe. God bless.